what is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is of course NAVYYOFFICIAL, Navy Official, and I'm back again with another amazing video. So today's video is going to be a mukbang. I got myself some McDonald's. I am so hungry, child. It's not even a joke at this point. Like, it's not a laughing matter. I got myself a spicy McFeast. I'm not sure if you guys gonna see it. I got myself a spicy McFeast. Some fries. I already ate them because, you know, I was hungry. And a McFizz. They didn't have the watermelon one, so I had to take the passion fruit one. And they didn't have the McFizz cup, so they put it here. So this is my food, and today's video, as you can tell by the title, is essentially going to be about this whole thing with friendships. I feel like every one of us, I'm sorry, I'm looking for something and I can't see it. No, wait a minute. I'll be right back. So today we're going to be talking about friendships and this whole thing. I feel like that your 20s, everyone's 20s basically, is like one of those times where, excuse me, friendships are rocky. You shared some friends, you gained some friends. You don't know who's really your friend, just trying to like get on the train because they can see good team. You're going somewhere with your life or something like that. So it's a time where friendships are confusing. And it's a time where like you need to be sure who's your friend and who's not your friend. Because I'm like 21, right? Okay, turning 21 this year. I'm 21. Yo, saying I'm 21, it makes me feel so old. I'm 20. Wait, no, I'm 20. I'm 20 this year. It's me debating about my age, child. I'm 21 this year, and already I've gone through so much with my friends, with this whole thing. Yeah, and my friendship, that I have ultimately decided that the best decision is to have like not more than 5 friends. Can be less, but never more. You can't have more than 5 people that you call friends, like friends. And for me, a friend is someone that, you know, you can call on, or who can call on you whenever they're in trouble, whenever they're celebrating something, whenever like there's really personal issues going on and they trust you enough to tell you, you know. And if someone doesn't trust me, or I don't trust someone enough to tell those things or to share those things with them, then they're not a friend. They're more of an acquaintance or something like that. Because if you're not comfortable sharing those things with someone that you would call a friend, then and also a friend is someone or people, guys, it's a mukbang, so if you don't like the sound of my chewing, you just have to deal, because it's a mukbang. So where was I? You know, a lot of actually there's this thing that a lot of people like to say, but see, umngani or a friend is someone that you can talk to about God, money, school, groove, relationships, family problems, and like personal things, you know. And I've realized that you can't find all of those qualities in one person. If you have like that one person that you can share all of these things with, or who can relate to all of these things with you, then you're very lucky. But then I'm not one of those people. I don't feel comfortable sharing about my goals to some of my friends. And out of the 5 friends I have, they're friends for different reasons, all 5 of them. And I don't love them any, okay, I do love them in different ways, but I don't love them any less, what I'm trying to say. So I've never had like that one friend where I can share everything with, like from relationships, finances, goals, school, God, spirituality, what else? I don't know, groove, alcohol, whatever. But then all of them have different roles. With friends, since friends have different purposes, right? It doesn't mean that they matter any less in your life. So let's say, for example, take me. I need to cut this with a knife, hey? Because it's going to ruin my makeup. You guys, spicy McFeast is the one. So what I was saying is that I hope I don't have anything on my face. Is that because they have different purposes, because friends have different purposes, doesn't mean that they matter any less, you know? The childhood friends that you can't talk to about things of the now, the childhood friends that you can't talk to about like your goals and stuff like that, whereas you can talk about those things to friends that you have met just recently, friends maybe from school, from work, or stuff like that, because they relate more to what your life, like at that moment, basically, is what I'm trying to say, you know? And shedding some friends is not a bad thing. Let me tell you, I have forced a friendship in my life and I regret it to this day, because had I not forced it, the shit that happened to me would not have happened. There's a girl that I met in my first year of varsity. Let me chew first. This girl, I met her the very first week of school. And she was living in another race. Right? Right. So, when we were friends, in like the first quarter of the semester, like until March. So, we were friends, very cool, you know, just testing the waters, testing each other out. And then we had the mid-semester break for a week. When we came back from the mid-semester break, we sort of like didn't talk anymore. I think she changed her numbers. I also changed my numbers because I lost my phone. So we weren't able to talk. Fine. So when we see each other in class, I don't know, we just also like didn't be like, hey girl, so how are you? Like, yeah, I lost my phone. Did you lose your phone too? Because I don't have your numbers or whatever. We didn't talk, right? Right up until second semester. So second semester, I tell them July. So when second semester started in July, she and we hit it off. I basically sort of reached out to her. That was my first mistake. Because if I had accepted that, you know, me and this girl, we tried being friends in the very first quarter of the semester, but things didn't really work out. And there were no hard feelings between her and I when like the friendship didn't like, you know, like azange, you know. So it was like, okay, you know what, let's force things. I should have just left it there. But you know what, I decided with my good little heart, I decided to reach out to her. I reached out to her, be like, hey girl, I found her numbers somewhere from someone. Yeah, found her numbers. And I texted her, hey girl, how are you? I'm good. Okay, cool. Hey, are you going to class today? Yeah, I'm going to class. So, okay, meet me at by the library and then we'll walk to class together. Sharp. Fine. So we'd be like, we didn't live in the same race, so we had to meet on campus unless I signed her into my student accommodation because she lived like in another township. So fine. We were friends. Everything was great. We started hitting it off like for real. Like we were like best of boombas, like very close. She like, we like, I don't know, we just connected the second time around. And I thought, yeah, man, I did the right thing by reaching out to her. You see, now I have like a really good friend that I can like, you know, figure out this life thing, this university thing with. Sharp. Ow. Then comes my birthday. She bought me like, you know, gifts and stuff like that. Everything was fine. And then after my birthday, I then came home because I had to spend like my birthday with my mom as well because my mom wanted to be with me. So I came home. When I came home, my sister-in-law's mother is a prophet, right? So my sister-in-law's mother, she came up to me on some, hey girl, are you fine? And I thought like, yo, because she was also in the house. We had like sort of like a little lunch thing going on here at home just for my birthday and just like to see my family. So my sister-in-law's mother was also here. Huh? So I don't know what made her come to me. She was just like, hey, are you fine? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. How are your friends at school? So at that point, I had like 3 friends at school. My friend and my 2 other friends that like are my friends now to this day. Fine. People are going to know who I'm talking about, and it's not a joke, okay? So when I came back here, my sister-in-law's mother, I mean, hey, are you fine? Yeah, I'm fine. How are your friends at school? I'm like, no, my friends at school are fine as well, you know. We went out and stuff like that for my birthday. Everything is good. Everything is fine. I mean, so yeah, they're fine. And then she was like, I need to see you, you know. And when when a prophet says I need to see you, you know what they mean. Fine. So I tell my mom, I was like, yo, mama, so and so just happened. This is what just happened. And then she was like, okay, we'll go tomorrow. Fine, we go tomorrow, do the things that need to be done. Basically, in the whole seeing of the whole equation, she tells me that I've got a friend that really does not fucks with me. So I'm like, what? What are you saying? So in my mind, I'm like, which friend does not fucks with me? Because I'm close with all my friends and it seems like everything is just fine, you know? And then she's like, no. She describes it. Then she goes on like and describes it. Goes, no, this is how her body looks like. This is how her face looks like. This is the complexion. And she basically told me that, yo, like she described her. And then I was like, well, that can only be one person, you know? And then she went on to tell me that this is what the person is doing. I can't really get into the details because it's really personal. This is what the person is doing because she has access to your room and stuff. Because she had access to my room. Even if I was in there, I'd leave her with my key because she's my friend. She could go into my room, take whatever she needs. I could go into her room, take whatever I need from her room if she's not there. So because she had access to my room, she'd be doing things in my room, you know? So I was like, what in the hell? What in the witchcraft? What in the black magic is going on here, you know? So, and then she told me that, yo, this is what she's doing and whatever and whatever and whatever. Okay, cool. So when I came back, and then she told me that, yo, you're gonna come and do like a whole cleansing thing and whatever and whatever and whatever. Okay, fine. So I go back to school because it was a weekend, right? That whole consultation thing happened on Sunday. Fine. I go back to school Sunday afternoon. Everything is normal. I'm just like, I'm gonna act normal. I'm gonna act normal, act like, everything is okay, and then we'll see what happens. But then I'm gonna have an eye on her. I go back to school. Literally on that day when I came back, everything changed. She changed, her attitude changed towards me, and I just didn't understand. I was like, oh, so why is she all of a sudden changing towards me? Because I didn't tell her that, I didn't tell her what I know. So I didn't understand how she's all of a sudden just changing, But then I was like, let me just pretend as if I don't know anything, right? This girl, she dumped me. She ghosted me. That's what she did. Which brings me back to what I'm trying to say. That when you trust a friend, trust them with a pinch of salt. Doesn't matter ukuthi unenhliziyo enhle kangakanani, it doesn't matter ukuthi ukuthanda kangakanani or wena umthanda kangakanani, whatever you feel for your friend, don't love them. I'm not saying don't love them. Love them, trust them, adore them, and Dior them. But I'm joking. Yeah, and Dior them if you can. Love them, but also with a pinch of salt. Don't trust them to the point whereby even if someone was to tell you something bad about them and you're you just be in complete denial, Trust everyone with a pinch of salt. It's not just friends, actually. It's just like everyone. Even if you trust, but with a pinch of salt. Because a person can put up a front for you. Trust me, they can put up a front for you and you will believe it. One thing about you will believe it, just like I did. And then what happens is you find yourself having to do things that you've never even imagined doing to get rid of whatever that they did to you. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So if you guys like this video, please don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up. Watch my other videos. Subscribe to my channel. Comment with another type of content that you'd like to see from me. And I'll see you guys next time. Same place. Love you.